that seems to be back. Yeah. We have 0 viewers. Okay. Well, we'll try to be back. Seems I'm there. Boom, boom, boom. Are we live? Did it get back? Why does this say nothing's there? Oh, okay. I keep looking and that's telling me that. Okay. I'm confused. None of these things ever work together. It's so confusing. Okay. Well. Oh, look, it says we're not supported. I can't imagine why. But we're going to go back here. Oh, it's processing. Oh, God, that's going to take forever. I thought I was just going to come on and do this really easily. Didn't even think about cupping. See? I just don't want to make it a 19-hour print. What time will that make it? Yeah, you know what? Fine. Screw it. Let's just do that. Let's just do it. Why do I care? It's not like I have any place to go. Where are you? There you are. Alright. Schloop. Let's see what this does. Wow, what is that right there? Is that a hole? I don't like the look of that. Okay, let's just pray it prints. Whatever it is. Alright, so this is going to go up to a 16-hour print, but I don't care. Let's do 110. Let's make this 0.35. And then we will go back in and change this. So generate selected. There we go. Me? No parties? No. No. I don't think so. No. No parties. I didn't turn music on. It's quiet. That's one of the things. Bum, 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 bum. Do you have parties to go to? No, I don't go out a lot anymore. When I'm in London, I go out a lot more. But there's not, there hasn't been a big reason to go. Let's see. Well, you're generating supports, you ding dong. Do it then. We'll just go back to our old favorite because we have yet to be nailed on it. So. I'm always skeptical of of just nope, we need it on a speaker so I can actually hear something. There we go. At least we got some music now. No, I know it's not printable yet, you ding dong. How is that a cup? It's hallucinating again. That goes out the front wheel, man. There's a hole at the bottom of that. Come on. So oil, have you done any more pieces? Have you been casting away? Hold on, let me turn some other light on. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. There we go. No. Alright. And I guess I have to make renderings tonight because the stuff I did at class the other day, I don't know, I did a bunch of renders. They're actually on the thing and I cannot find those renders at all. Are we there? Am I still streaming? Okay. I get so confused. See this lovely 8 hours and 45 minutes? That's gonna turn to like, oh, you can't see that actually. How are you not getting my whole screen? That's really annoying. See this 8. The ceramic. See, I'm hallucinating. Mine keeps showing me crashing. Yeah, that's tricky actually. I mean, ceramics are fine. I mean, don't get me wrong, ceramics are wonderful actually. But there are no like life sculpting. Where do you live? There gotta be sculpting classes around somewhere. You would think. Or we just gotten to that place in the world where sculpting is now a dead art. I don't know where it's gonna cup. Boy, cupping's a pain in the butt sometimes when you shell this crap. Oh, where'd they go? Oh, crap. Oh, those are super fun, man. Are those the new alloys? Or is that the older pieces you pulled out? I like the high polish on the eyes, that's great. Looking good, brother. Restream crash? What the hell? Oh my god. It's aluminum bronze. Awesome. That's not good. I don't know what the hell that was, but I'm not believing it for a second. Hold on, where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh yeah, no, the bronze is harder than hell, comparatively speaking. Yeah. I mean, that's why they made cannons out of it, not silver. Yeah. Yeah. No, exactly. I'm a big fan of bronze, actually. I like the material a lot. But yeah, it is hard. You definitely need a different set of... I would suggest, what are you using to polish? You're using a hand rotary machine, right? Of some sort. I thought I saw a Dremel, right? You don't have a Fordham or a flex shaft. Either way, you should use the silicone wheels, because you can get those with different aggregate in it, and that'll help a lot. Do you know what I'm talking about by the silicone wheels? Okay. If you get the silicone wheels, you can get ones that have different aggregates. I mean, like the brown one is like designed to cut steel, you know, and then all the way to you can get mezzi wheels, and then you can get them as the aggregate goes down, and you can polish them. Here, hold on, let me see. No, my Safari keeps disappearing. I'm supposed to be using Google then. Yeah, let's see. The Scotch-Brite wheels are great, but you can't pressure down on them. What you probably want to do is get... so like these, if you get, I'm sure they've got to have an assortment pack here somewhere. So this has 2 of each, the flat, the blades, and the tubes, but it goes through all of the, so like you can see the aggregate in that, you can definitely see the aggregate in that. So these are very aggressive, less aggressive, less aggressive. And these are really good for harder metals. And you know, you can buy them, like that's obviously a bigger kit of them. That's not the same. This is a Vantage Edge, so it's not the same stuff, but you can see. And then you just have the, okay, yeah, I was gonna say, because if you get these hard ones, they'll go right through that. These are just soft, they're meant for softer metals, but if you get the white or the brown, they're pretty damn aggressive. And like for cutting and stuff, mezzi wheels are, let's see if they have mezzi wheels. How do you spell mezzi wheel? Mozzie? No. Oh, for God's sakes. I must be misspelling it, but whatever. Use the heavier silicons because you can press on them, where the 3Ms really aren't meant to be aggressive like that. They really are surfacing tools. Yeah, no, without a doubt. Alright, where's this cupping? That's what I need to know. There's a hole right there. How is that cupping? I don't understand that at all. Is there not a hole there? Does that look like that has a skin on that? It sure does. Look at that. These are pre-Boolean. I used the wrong model. Look at that. Shocking me. Did this come... Oh my god, this thing's still thinking. Yeah, for God's sake. Oh yeah, no, but because they're so flexible, they're really not meant to be super aggressive tools. One tool you may think about using eventually if you're buying tools is, I think it's called Cool Tool. Hold on. Let's try this again. Oh, you're killing me. This thing. Jewel tool. That was close. When you start to buy equipment, these are awesome because these are your different aggregates, right? And these are sort of flexible heads. And what's nice about them is it works almost like a lap cutter where you're looking through it, spinning so fast you can see what you're working on, and you're kind of working and pulling up. And they're very, very good. They're very, very good. And they have all kinds of kits like for enameling and soft stone and polishing, you know, so they have tons of different, they're not cheap, but you know, it's one of those things that you're going to buy for your shop forever. They're great. Could not buy a better tool. Boop. This is still thinking, and somehow Crappus. Well, that explains some of the cupping issues. See, these are supposed to be open. And that must be closed solidly. Damn it, Jim! Well, that's not going to work at all. I don't know how he's the wrong one. Yeah, it's... yeah, no, it's... See, these are not... You see, you can't see up in there? See how you can see, like, this is a surface that's all mucked up? And that one's totally closed. This has little air holes, so that's enough to pull through. But whenever that closed, it must have closed off solid. Alright, so let those... Ain't that a shitter? Ain't that a shitter? Well. Alright, so somehow let's escape this and look at this. That's open. That's open. I see this one is not open. See how these are closed? Could I have been on this one? That's a real drag if I was. Alright, well let's try that again. Export options visible. Ah, that's what happened. It exported all of these in and I just happened to pick the wrong one. Update size ratio. Alright. Send to preform. What in the hell? How do I put an artist on and it shifts to this goofy shit all the time? Spotify! Hello, kind and gentle folk. How are we doing tonight? I see some more people have joined us. Kind of pull that over there. We are trying to print something, but I'm a ding-dong and brought the wrong model in. So what we really need to do... Cancel. Discard, take you and delete you. Okay, 50 microns, boom, boom. Send to preform. Are you kidding me? It better not be sending. I'm gonna be pissed off. Okay, it's going through trying to figure out which one to send. It's trying. Well, I'll tell you, if you're going to spend the money, right? KRT, KST, hold on. Here we go. Back to Rio. This is Tool Shop. Hold on. Let's go back to tools and equipment. NSK. Okay, that's rotary tools. Are they going to say? Yeah, okay. And once again, you know, flex shaft is dramatically cheaper. But if you get the NSK with the step down gearing, Fordham K, Fordham NSK Emax Evolution Dual, that doesn't have a price. Are you implying that you're not carrying these anymore? Okay, 1300. But what this has, if you'll notice, like this little step right here, it's a gear down motor. And so the micro motor has as much torque as the flex shafts, but you don't get the flex shaft. The problem with flex shafts is they rattle and rumble and fuddle and faddle, and then you have to keep them greased, and if you don't upkeep them, they kind of fall apart and they're a pain in the balls. NSK makes fantastic micro motors, and once again, $1,300 bucks, but it's something you're going to buy once. You can buy all kinds of different heads for them. and they're really great. Let's do NSK hand pieces. Yeah, let's just go out here then. Oh my God, really? Okay. You are a pain in the butthole. These are their surgery stuff. Listen to the water drop, listen to the water drop. But you can see that they have all kinds of different shapes of head. These are the surgical ones, so they seal differently. You notice they throw fluids and stuff, but you can't beat their equipment. They make absolutely, as far as I'm concerned, the best hand pieces on the market. Actually, if you can get a used surgical one, because they're killing it. And it's funny, but if you're doing cutting of metal, like having your cutting fluid come through your handpiece, sexy. But NSK. Well, like I said, it's something you buy once and it lasts forever. They're great. I think I've had mine for 12 years, 13 years. Yeah, when you start getting into real tools, they're expensive, sadly. What is going on? Did this send this? Well, if you buy better tools, they don't burn up. I mean, unless you're talking about dropping your desk torch on the thing. No, well, I mean, it depends on what you're doing. If you're using them out of context, sure, you can break them. But like I said, I've had that one 13 years, and it's, I'm not the most gentle person on tools. You know, I assure you, I am very hard on stuff, my friend. I feel you completely. So, I'm wondering if this little area in here still might cup. That would bum me out. Keep your fingers crossed. Maybe, nah, it shouldn't. We might get a little cup right there. I don't know. Let's see. Where was it? $25,000. So you just buy up to 25,000. Let's do this. So 1,000 to 40,000, 1,000 to 25,000, depending on if you have the torque. So the normal hand piece will go 1,000 to 40,000 RPM, and then with the step down, the torque, the step down gear torque, it'll go to 25,000. So it's a pretty good, it's a pretty broad spectrum of stuff. Okay, wait, here we go. Here's NSK. And so these are all the hand pieces you can get for it. Ones with bends, lever types, so you can use different thicknesses. We had this little belt sander. It's kicking ass. But you can see it has all kinds of different. These are extension joints, speed reducers. I mean, it has all kinds of stuff. Let's see if I think this is so evolution, esprit. No, I want an ultrasonic cutter though. That sounds awesome. Yikes. That just looks cool. God only knows what the hell that's used for, but it looks fun. So this one, yeah, and see it has the torque reducer, or the torque. Wow, even with the torque that goes up to 50,000, that's no joke. And it has all the same hand pieces. Interesting. So this is a more powerful unit. This is new. Interesting. Yeah. But once again, I mean, I've had Fordhams and they're okay. You know, once again, there's nothing horrible about them. It's just, it's a big difference between the NSKs and the Fordham. The NSK is just a robust machine. It is robust. Is this thing still doing its thing? Okay. It's repairing. God only knows what the hell that means. If this mofo closes my holes, I'm gonna be like, bird. But you know, it's just like cutters, you know, I mean, just the blades, if you buy good ones compared to cheap ones, you know, they last longer. Like your silicone wheels and stuff, they change. Oh yeah, without a doubt. Mine had a foot pedal and it goes from 0, you know, and it's, you can control it with the foot pedal easily. These all have dials. I like the foot pedal because I tend to want to be subtle and then step on it and jam it. And I was really bummed when Kerr, I had one of their wax pens, and then they had a thing, oh, you know, send in the new wax pen and we'll send you the new one and blah blah blah, and it looks great. And I sent 3 of my old ones in and I got the new ones and they didn't have foot pedal controls, and I'm just like, oh, you assholes. Oh, the ultrasonic cutters melt plastic. Okay, that's probably not very helpful, but it sounded cool. It's like the hydrogen torches that like run off water. I'm like, yeah, I want a torch that runs off water. Oh yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. It's a huge difference. I know, I've been a super exciting stream today, haven't I? Super funny. Funny. Ugh. Hey. These are just fun, man. I like them. I like them. I wonder how much this dumb thing is. Espert 50. Who is doing this? $1,700 for that one. Yeah, you can get reducers for the chucks, but you can get headpieces that have they're not. I love all these places that don't list prices. Like, why are you doing that? You know what? I don't trust anyone who doesn't list prices. Show me your damn prices. Yeah, I like the fire scale. In Palladium, you can leave it in at about 1500 for 30 minutes, and it gets this like crazy, almost like army green in. If you leave it in for like 15 minutes or so, it gets this weird, you know, like the oily heat scaling. It's sexy. I like it a lot. I know, this is exciting, isn't it? Watching me sit here. Watch this sit here. Hey, look what we have here. All right. Look, that one has holes. Woohoo! Okay. Well, maybe... Yeah, right. Let's just do it this way. You go, Daddy-o. Generate those supports. Dirty money. I don't need your dirty money. Hey! Yep, that's what I'm doing. I'm prepping it for printing. Stop it. There we go. Sorry, I have no control. Yep, that's exactly what we're doing. This is Form 2's, Form Lab software, Preform. They use the same software for Form 3's. Yeah, so we are prepping the print. You notice we don't have the cupping this time. Oh, this is 50 microns, so awesome. It'd be rad if we could really get it done in 7.5 hours. I'll print the original in, or the actual piece in 25 microns, but for now we'll do this. No, I'll tell you what, I've been very happy with my Formlabs printer. I mean, SolidScape still stomps it as far as detail goes, but it'll be fascinating to see what the Form 3 does. I mean, they've got very large claims for it at 25 by 25 micron, a true 25xy. You know, lots of people say it. I don't have the prints yet. I don't believe anything anyone says until I see the print. I mean, if they get it though, it should be nice. And if it really does have like a lighter peel force, you can use lighter supports. So that's... well, I'm gonna print this one in castable so we can actually cast this one, but we're talking about the big one being maybe like a prototype model for a vinyl toy. Yeah, we'll see where it goes. I mean, like 3 days ago we said, I think I have like 3 days into this, so it was like, hey, you know, let's do that. It's like, all right, give it a shot. Because 1000's awesome. He has a store right there, like downstairs from my house, and I like his work. It's fun, and he has a very big fan base. So when we chatted about doing something, I was like, yeah, sure. I mean, that's worth just the exposure to his fan base, because I have a very select fan base. It's like within my world, I'm fairly well known, but that doesn't turn into a Twitch or streaming fan base. Most of the people who know me are very conservative ding-dongs in the jewelry industry, so yeah. Oh, I mean, I'm realistic. It'll be very interesting. Hopefully, when I get this education platform set up, it can become a little bit more of a foundation for some of the other work we want to do. But yeah, no, I mean, end of the day, things are slowly stepping forward, I guess. I know that I don't look good doing Dance Dance Revolution, so I'll never have a real fan base on Twitch. Maybe I should start playing video games. Yeah, no, it'll be cool. I don't know, are you familiar with his work at all? While we're waiting for this to do this, let's go look at his stuff. So, you know, I mean, his stuff is fun. And, you know, they're nice sculptural shapes. You know, all these would make nice sculptures. Where's the little hammerhead? See this little hammerhead shark? I like him a lot. But, you know, these are great. There's the hammerhead shark. I think he's hysterical. You know, like little one-man bands. But his forms lend themselves really well to vinyl toys, I think. I think it'd be nice to help him try to get some of this stuff into dimensional art, because it's just really, you know, I mean, they're just fun shapes that would translate well into toys because they're simple forms compared to the insanity that I do putting texture on everything. But he does a Patreon and he has a YouTube site that's really popular. He does these big murals. And so he does a lot of work. I mean, and he's very talented. And he's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. He's just no pretension, no blustery, no, you know, he's a genuinely cool, nice guy. And he's my neighbor. So, and he likes astronauts. And I'm all about astronauts. You're all going to see astronauts coming soon. Yeah, no, it's good stuff. And, you know, it trends very nicely now with what's going on. So, you know, he's a talented dude, without a doubt. And this is taking its sweet old time generating sports. All right. Let's look around what we got here. So, let us go into edit. You can do it. Oh yeah, I love Jeremy Gibbs. Yeah, no, he's it's really funny. I tried to get because he did stuff with. They did a expo in Hong Kong with Ashley Wood and oh God, what's his name? He's a Korean guy, I think. He might be from Hong Kong. I can't remember. But they have all these posters, and I have that they were the street signs, you know, the vinyl street signs that they hang between the two poles. And I had almost the whole collection, but 2 of his paintings, they were impossible to get. No, he's a very talented fellow, without a doubt. All right, let's get in here. And we're going to have issues with zippers. So we're going to take these touch points down to very tiny. And we're going to get rid of these big ones. And we're going to put smaller ones on. I think we can get rid of these. Because these won't be weight bearing. These are really just to prevent islands. And with the smaller tips here, we can come in, prevent them from becoming minutiae. That's so weird. Sometimes it refuses. See how it's like failed to, and I don't know why it fails at that location. Weirdo. It does that sometimes, and I don't have answers for it. I have no answers. Well, you can see it tomorrow. I'll print it. Because I'm going to print this tonight. And this says it's only going to be, so that's probably going to turn into like 10 or 12 hours with the base. Come on, let me see up in there. There it is. All right, let's. We're just gonna put these on just to be safe. Alright, there we go. You can also scroll through the model over here. This slider lets you kind of go through the model and see it slicing, but that's a way to get things out of your way as well if you need it. You out. Let's Who's crabbing about something? See, something in there needs some port. We will get to that in a minute. Let's get this other zipper sorted out. What's the material cost for this? Is that what you're asking? For this part? Well, this says it's 42.38 milliliters. So let me go to Excel. I have a little thingy mabob. Hold on. How do you... Isn't there a way to hide everything? No, that's not it. Go away. There it is. Hold on. Using an QT test. I don't think that's it. Kitco metal. Where's Microsoft Office? Well, now everything went away. What the hell? Excel's open. So what was that, 44? This is maybe 45. About $13. So not bad. Now hold on, I need to find. Okay, there we go. Yeah, about $14. And the castable is one of the most expensive materials. You saw some of those materials be like $6, $7. It's just that I want to have the option of actually casting the little one. So we'll do it this way. Yeah. No, really, I mean, it's funny, casting's actually quite affordable. And you know, you make a few pieces and honestly you've paid for... Wow, that's ugly. Hopefully none of that causes problems. Holy hell. This is ugly geometry. I should have made these solid before I did this. These are kind of... Well, before we do the real one, we'll take care of all that. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. We want these to be little ones because I don't want to have problems with those coming off. Is there one hidden back in there? No. Boop. Boom, 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 boom. Mm. Mm. And so these will tear off much easier. See, whenever you see the red there, see, that's so funny that it says failed supports. I have no idea why those would fail. All right, that's fine. We just want to get the stuff that's fragile on the thinner supports. And ooh. Come on. How is that a failed support spot? See, when it does things like that, it kind of starts to piss me off, honestly. Because there's no reason in the world for that to be a failed support spot. Look at that, it won't take any of it down here. I need to find out what that's about, because that really is annoying. Is it the point size? Will it let us be sneaky? No. See, that should go right through the part. Cheating. Okay, I think that's looking like everyone. Oh wait, there was that red spot in here, wasn't there? So you can see that that's inside, so we're just gonna slide this up. Let's go down here and see what's going on in here. Oh, I see, it's just crappy geometry in here. Should do it. I don't know what to do with you if that's not it. Alright, well. That shouldn't fail because of that. Let it do its printability test. Let's apply. And once we get this on the printer, we can sculpt. It's weird, they're not in the renderings. I'm missing some renderings. I have no clue where they went. It is bizarre. ZBrush has a copy of them. I don't know how I don't. What is that? Shade design. What did you post? You gotta look at astronauts. Good old Ramstein. There are astronauts in this. You got the best of both worlds. Roman legionnaires and astronauts. Hell yeah. Oh, I'll be here for a while. I don't think I'm going anywhere anytime soon. I think that I'm gonna get this on, and then I have to do those rings, and then I'm working on another ring that I have to kind of get started on, and so I'll be at it for a bit, I think. Show me your astronauts. Yeah, astronauts. Uh-oh, there we go. Okay, Rammstein gets to take a back seat for a second. Let's see if they're... See the size difference of those points? It'll be super nice when we're able to just use 0.1, just a lot of 0.1s as opposed to all the 0.3s. See, that's going through because it wasn't giving us a good point. That's okay. See if I see any obvious issues. No, that should do it. Keep your fingers crossed. Womp womp womp. Womp 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 womp. 9 hours. So with lags and the printing and stuff, that'll probably be like 10 and a half hours. Sometimes the printer warms up and then it stops to warm and it does other things, so it's usually, especially when you get into the longer prints, it's usually anywhere between 20 and an hour longer, depending on if it has any issues. Oh yes, no, resin levels are checked always. Actually, the Formlabs is pretty good about that. It'll say, oh, you may run into resin issues, and then you look at what it says you have left, and then I usually just go in and change the resin in the middle of it. Because you can always just loose pour the resin into the tank of another one. It screws up its resin assumptions, but who cares? It's there. Worst thing that can happen is you fail a print. I mean, it's $13, right? I mean, it's not a dramatic amount, right? I mean, you lose prints. Okay, let's see what. So where is our minima that you think is happening? Show me that. Show it to me. Okay, it's saying we have. Oh, that would piss me off, honestly. Yeah, there comes a point where your sensors can't control your printer. I mean, I get it. But like the little pins on my sensors down here went a little wonky. And I'm just hoping that that is not an issue. What is going on? Oh, I missed. I see. Let's take it to 15. Did that work? Okay, and now let's. The other one's over here. So, hold on. Boop, boop. Get in the middle of that bad boy. And that should do it. Now let's find this other one. so funny that it does not like that. Where are you? Oh. I just completely missed. Oh, I took them off and I never added them back on. That's not good. See, once again, I missed. Put them in the wrong place. Alright, that should do it. That should do it. Apply. Yeah, you can see the one little thing right there and the one little thing. It said we only had 2 minima. See? Show 2 minima. So minima are islands, right? So the printer, there's no support to it. If it's not connected to something else, it'll just float away. So it is important. Oh. Oh, there's Ramstein. Those old screamers they're getting old. Hey, Shay. Yeah, it's interesting. The new one's building flat on the surface. They allow that now. I don't know. Don't know if I'd use it much. I mean, you're saving, you know, like 35 minutes worth of print at 25 microns by doing it, but I don't know. Sorry, we're so slow moving today. There we go. I'm not seeing anything that's problematic. We got our lips covered. It should be fine, I think. Okay. That should do it. Come on. Not 9. Watch me. That's like showing everyone what everyone needs to hack me or something stupid. Oh, you're taking your sweet old time on this. Alright. Let us quick save this. And let's go back and find those rings that I need to work. Yeah. I'll tell you, I have the Mobile Studio Pro, and it works pretty darn well, actually. Am I in focus? I can't tell. Lightbox. Quick saves. Okay, let's do this because I need this base here soon. I mean, the Mobile Studio Pro, you know, it's a little small, but I mean, I worked on it for 6 months at a time when I'm in Europe, right? You know, when I was in London, I worked on it for 6 months, and then Spain. So, I mean, it's not so small that you can't work on it full time. I'm a size whore when it comes to screens. Okay, so we need to, what is that? Oh, that's T-Rex. That's not what I need. Is this with cabochon? What's this? Okay, well, let's do this. Save as. Let's just put it in documents. It's here. New. This is. And now let's get this guy. Save as 2. Okay. Let's go back to our light box. Boop-a-boo. Boop-a-boo. Okay, that can't be it. Really? Oh, sure enough. All right. All right. I'm not that silly, am I? Here we go. Really? What direction away from London? Well, where are you? I like London a lot. I think it's a cool city. It's got a lot going for itself. They're kind of porking the pooch right now, but see, astronauts. We're gonna see a lot more astronauts here soon. Oh, okay. There we go. Now let's do this first. Womp, womp. Oh, that didn't look good. What was that about? When the machine flashes a tank good. Okay. Let's look at the... Is everyone a different poly group? Are you the problem? You are the problem. Decimate to 1,000,000. Stream's lagging. Sorry. I think sometimes when the CPU starts kicking, it eats everything. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there, man. Sometimes my machine's just like, ah! You can do it. It's trying. I mean, it's only an 8,000,000 poly model. It should decimate this quicker. My poor machine. It's getting crabby. It's getting old and crabby. This is so exciting. Hey, Dream, how's it going? There we go. So now I think I have to merge all of these. Merge visible. Or will it take the whole scene in? Maybe it'll take the whole scene in. Let's give it a shot. Render, external renderer, key shot. Now let's see. Auto merge, group by materials. Send document color. There's no document color. Okay. You can do it. No. Damn it, Jen. See, I don't. I don't want that. So maybe let us go back to ZBrush. Maybe the merge thing is the wrong one. Now let's do that. Let's see if that's the problem. How can I separate those? Hold Alt to retain textures and Control to retain labels. Hold Shift to add as a submaterial. I don't even know what the hell that means. I do not want them linked. Woohoo! Upload job. Alright, so let's go back to the merged one. Auto group. I want to get the gemstones as one group. Yeah. Let's try this again. So, Dream Dreamer, how you doing? Damn it. Discard. This was working the other night. Why is this being a pain in the deck hole? Well, I was doing okay, but now my key shot's being a pain in my butt. and I don't know why. It's annoying. It's not separating my materials. Scene. So that's not it. Group split. Okie dokie. Okay, everybody's their own little poly group. Now let's try it this time. Okay. So now I should be able to drag it. There we go. Okay. Making me all aggro. Gemstones. We're just gonna make everybody silver right now. So we need to go to the gemstone, go to materials. It's transparency depth that's the issue, isn't it? Yeah. Come on. Come on. That's pretty close. Okay. Environment. No, I want... You know, this is annoying that these are not loaded in. I don't know why this does this to me. This is for some reason it's storing these on the cloud. Everything's a pain in the butt tonight. Oh, you're making me crazy, you. Look at this. All this is stored. That's really annoying. Boom, boom. Give me my environment. I gotta figure out how to download these permanently because I have all of these interiors, but I don't like that they're still... off the computer. How does that look? Tell me that pixelation's gonna get out of there. It's all pixely over here. That's a good one. That's a damn good one, actually. I like it. I approve. Let's see what we get here. I have some pretty outrageous dreams too. I'm a big dreamer. I dream a lot. It's nice. Unfortunately, I can't share a lot of my dreams publicly. My dreams get fucking weird. I don't know. Mike Thompson sent me down and showed me how to make a three light environment where it's a custom light environment where you can futz with it. But with when the new version came out, for some reason it just wasn't cutting. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I have to sit down with him and ask him, because it was nice, but now I'm a crappy renderer. The NPR rendering in ZBrush is much easier. Because I don't have to deal with the metallic. Metallics are hard to render well. And then when you get into gemstones, in all reality, your gems need different pace. Your gems actually need different passes. Too much. Why, thank you. I'm hoping that we get rid of those little light specks. Actually, it's not rendering how I want it to, sadly. Stop rendering. Alright, let's get you over here. Wait, what happened to... I think that's just the wrong material. Stop it. No. think that's a better material. Wow, did I just make that weird? What happened there? Oh. Material. Ignore intersecting geometry. There we go. Do you see how we move those around? The stones went dark. It's because these intersect. I didn't actually make seats for them, so it's is this one lighter? And it's slightly different things to all of these, so it's always interesting to see what's going on. You're vicariously exploring your near-death experiences. Well, okay. I think that I think there's a lot to explore. I mean, I'm a lifelong psychonaut, so I'm feeling it. Now this environment has turned to poo for us. Let's bring the contrast down. It's going to help a lot. Get the brightness up a little more. That's better. The other one was just too weird. There we go. Let's render that. That's much better. Much better. I like it. Yeah, there are definitely benefits the exploration, I would say. I like it. I think it's done me a lot of good. Done me a lot of... Oh, crap. I just wiped out my channel chat. Oh, well, I still have a history there. It's okay. People aren't being super chatty. I'm not losing a lot. Wow, that is bright though, isn't it? Take Anatolia's. Anatolia showed me this. I have to go in here and turn on now. And see, that keeps me from looking purple. Now, it's really, really crappy for judging colors, but it keeps me from looking purple. So now the question is it better for me to look flesh tone or my renderings not look so pink? That's tough. Actually, I can't do that right now. We're dealing with color. That's going to make me so nuts. I'll deal with looking purple for a bit. I have to see my colors or I get weird. Well, everybody calm down. That's a good one. Oh man, it's super funny. It's like, all right. Let's see, so we can do these in multiple metals as well. I'll tell you, it's fascinating. It's fascinating stuff. I think everyone should do it at least once or twice. Now, I do understand that there are people who really don't need to be doing anything. But, you know, for the most part, I would say that's under guidance and with people who are good. You know, I think that anyone can have positive experiences. I'm a little distrustful of the ayahuasca groups. Not distrustful, that's unfair. I just think that ayahuasca is such a thing of the jungle. It's the vocabulary of the jungle. I mean, you know, it was the first pharmaceutical. They've been using it, documented for over 2,000 years. So I think that, you know, there's oh, there it is. I did hit it. I think there's something to be... Oh, crap. Let's hide my mouse. No. Escape. I think I've done with carrots incredibly powerful medicine, without a doubt. Very powerful medicine. Boop. 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 That seems like a better option, maybe. You know, so much of it is just being comfortable with your mind and where you're at. You think you're going to force it, you're going to be really surprised and very sad because that's not going to happen. Come on, you. Where are you? So I just have to take pictures of these. Nope, didn't take a picture of that one. There we go. Queen. Machine. Unplug the machine. Unplug the machine. Queen, queen. I lost all you guys again. Where'd you go? There it is. No, kind of. They have to trying to find a manufacturer, and they're looking for a manufacturer, so they need the images. So, yes. And no, maybe? Where the hell? Oh. Okay, there we go. Okay, so those are done. Got those to them. So now, where were we? Astronauts. Oh, I've got to go push play on the printer. One sec. Let's actually give me a second. Unplug from the machine. Unplug from the machine. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Give me a second here. And this is 19. All right, so now let's see if we can get this. I was unprepared. All right, hold on. There we go. Now, nope, wrong one. Aha, there we go. Okay, oops. That does make you smaller. is that one? I do not understand. Aha, here we go. So as you can see, the printer is downstairs, and this is the printer here. I'm gonna go through this on the printer. I will be right back. All right. So I guess we don't need. Wow, that went right into it. Interesting. Usually it warms up. Woo, multicam. Hold on, let me run back down there. Normally it warms up. It seems to be happy, so it's doing its thing. Normally it wants to hold out a little longer. Well, that was right, exactly. It must have been fine. Oh, you're right. Oh. Welcome to my studio. Today, we're going to walk downstairs. Follow me to the printer. Is that right, Travis? Is that where I'm at? Yes, I know. I still have so much to learn about streaming. Here, we'll make this. We can keep printer cam up here. There we go. It's not going to be very exciting for a while. All right, so now what are we going to work on? We worked on logos. I don't really want to start astronauts tonight. Well, here, let's Let us see how these go. I know. I'm trying, Travis. I'm trying. I see that I have a lot to learn in the grand scheme of what I'm doing wrong streaming. So this is a large signet ring. I don't know if you can. I need to work on a mini cam so people can see that this really beautiful cabochon. It's Ellensville blue. It's an agate, but it's a gorgeous color. We're supposed to have stone flashlights. Here, let me see if I can do this. I know that this focal length is, well, that doesn't really do it much justice. But see the clouds inside of it? It's really spectacularly cool. There's a gentleman over in Bellingham that has a wonderful jewelry shop, Chappie's, and he gave me this to make a ring out of. So I need to make a ring. Make a ring. So let's play with that a little tonight. I'm just going to do some rough block out to kind of get some design sense going. I think that these are more. It's interesting though. What in the hell is that? God only knows what I was thinking. Let's append that stone over here though. See, it's a really tall cabochon. It's a big stone. I have no idea what the hell I was thinking here. Well, that one has more, but it has... Oh, I know what I was doing here. Okay. No, we can delete all this. Okay. That was me showing the so much monster, or so much ZBrush plugin. I'm like, what the hell is going on over there? This looks like it has the seat cut. Let's hide that. Alright. This is our latest creature. This is our stone. Alright. Okay, what do we have here? Is that straight? I don't think it is. It could be. these are sort of pulled. Let's do this. Too much. Too much. So we're just smoothing this out just a touch. So I'm going to Z remesh this. And I just want this as not pinchy as possible, I guess you could say. All right, so let's go with that. And now we're going to come up to why I like so much ZBrush's remeshing. So it does the remeshing, but it will, I don't have polygroups to it, no. Recreate subdivision levels. So it'll do the basic Z remesh with the detect edges, but then it will give me polygroups back, and that's really what I'm hunting for. So Z remesh. And it's a nice way because it does all the reprojections and stuff, and it just keep it simple, let it do it. Because it's awesome sauce. I got the yarn. I haven't eaten. Yeah, it's still. Wow, wow. Yeah, this is super nice. It does his stuff, just stuff kills it. It's really good. See, it brings it back in. We have our model, and it should give me subdivision levels. See, lower res, lower res, lower res, lower res. And then I will divide this one more time. And let's take a look at our remesh is nice, clean, even. This little area might give us grief later, but let's see. No, I think it'll be fine. All right. I think. Hey, how's it going? No. I've been I've been streaming here for a long time. It just I normally stream on Pixelogic on Mondays, and now, but no, I've been here for 5 months maybe. I was for a little while streaming out of the last place that I was living, but you know, I've been here for a while now. I think these are a little too heavy for me. How are you doing? Layer brush depth yet? No. When did that come out? Is it in the plugin section, or is it in, or is it on Gumroad? Layer brush depth. Is it Gumroad or Pixelogic? Well, let's look at it. See, I love it when I get the things I ask for. I've asked for this brush for a little while now. That is awesome. Cool. No, I did not see that. He did not tell me. Sneaky bastard, sneaking things in on me. Oh, awesome. No, you don't understand. I've been asking for this for a while. I'm like, if we can cut a 2mm trench in, that's awesome. So, yeah. I'm glad you mentioned that. No, he didn't say anything to me about that. This is something that we've been, we've been working on quite a few things that are more applicable to manufacturing, and they've been very generous in helping us get that stuff done. So that's rad that we got that one. I'm super happy. Thank you for showing me that. Yeah, well, we've been trying to do a lot of, 13 years I've been trying to get this thing really targeted for jewelry and printing and stuff, and I'm glad that they're really now helping us and taking this stuff serious. And we're getting a lot deeper with it as far as like the penetration of our industry. The jewelry industry is now starting to take it seriously, and it's awesome. I mean, like, this is the first year that GIA started teaching ZBrush. They have, I think they said it was 2 weeks course, and part of their course. It's exciting. I'm happy. I'm glad that you brought that up, because that is a super cool tool that we've been kind of hunting for a while. So, yay, team! It was just like the Kitco stuff, and I have a bunch of other things that I've been working on and I've sent them, and yeah, it's a slow process because I mean we are a minority user base, you know, but I think we're a growing user base, and especially since everything I teach can be applied to, you know, miniatures or, you know, 3D printing of any sort. But that's great. Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, it's one of the things we've been asking for a long time, and it's just super cool that. I mean, they've always been very responsive to me. I do not have a complaint in any way, shape, or form in how the guys have, you know, dealt with me. Hold on. Re-auto. Am I in focus? I think so. It seems like I'm in focus now, doesn't it? The autofocus. I appear to be in focus. I assume I am. I'll leave it at that. Stop that. Stop that. What are you doing? Hiya! No, it's super useful. Why is that so sloppy? So this is like the fourth event that I went to where everyone in the world was shocked that I have not watched Stranger Things. Have you all seen Stranger Things? It's oh no, I've been told that I'd love it by a lot of people. Maybe, well, that may get softer around that. Oh, wrong one. Something's going on here. My edges shouldn't be that noisy. See that crackly? That shouldn't be doing that. There we go. I knew my brush was acting up. There we go. See that noisy crap? That was driving me nuts. I'm like, what in the hell is that about? My brush should be a lot cleaner than that. And my lazy mouse steps, my lazy steps were set wrong. Even if you're not using lazy mouse, the lazy steps adjust how the brush behaves on the surface. So you got to be careful of that. Oh, strange. Oh, right. Strange Angel. Is that on that? Oh no, that's on NBC or something though, right? I don't have normal TV. Can I watch it on the interwebs? Come on, what are you doing? Is there way I don't see? Once again, I have my issues if I don't really watch TV. I'm always borrowing someone else's Netflix or something. I don't have my own I just don't watch them enough to where it's of value. Okay, cool. As long as I can find it on them there interwebs, I'll be okay. Somehow my brushes got torqued. I don't know what I did. No, I just love that whole group that Strange Angel's about. I lived in Altadena, in Pasadena, and then we lived up in Altadena, right around the corner from where some of the houses were with that whole group, and it was just awesome. It's so funny. I just love the weird scientist, sci-fi writer, sex circle, just weirdness. Pasadena's full of weird ass shit. It's so funny. You don't think about it, but Pasadena was like the start of like every weird American cult there was, like theism and like Ayn Rand's, like whatever the Rand head goofballs were called. Like they had a big encampment in Pasadena. I mean, Pasadena was just where the weird of LA went. It was awesome. They used to have a couple pool halls in Pasadena, and I was dating a Russian, she was a professional pool player, and she did really well. She like I think came in 8th in like the trick tournament and stuff like that. She was an exceptional pool paler. And going into Pasadena and just these just ding dong jockadoos, and she would just hustle the living shit out of them. It was just like one of the greatest things in the world to watch. Just her pretend to be dumb, go in there and just stomp these poor guys. She'd take their money. It was so sad. It was actually quite funny. It wasn't sad at all. It's really great to watch people who are good at what they do stuff. Pool's such an art. It's so cool. It used to be pretty good, but it takes so much practice. It's just... In Spain, we have a pool table. It's nice. I like having a pool table. See how much cleaner that is? Really? Who the hell knows? I mean, he's definitely into himself. He just can't shut up, can he? Like, no, not mini mode. How do I get out of mini mode? Alright. No, hook window. Hook window. Come on. There we go. Well, that's interesting. It's not round at all. What happened? I love it when things stop being round on you. Don't have answers for that one. Oh yeah, there's some really neat stuff out of billiard balls. There's a guy in one of the Eastern Bloc, like Czechoslovakia or something like that, that does these absolutely stunning carvings out of billiard balls. I always love, like I said, I just love to see people good at what they do it. There are people who are good at some really weird stuff. You're just like, what the hell? Shoes, mask, and zebra. Who was that? Was that this last zebra summit? Did I just completely miss something? There was someone doing shoes? But it was at this last ZBrush summit? That's weird. I can't believe that I didn't notice that. Even though this was a fairly busy summit for me. Had a lot going on. I must have been in meetings. That's weird. Normally I would definitely stop and talk to someone who's doing manufacturing out of ZBrush. I have to go back and look at the videos, or I'll just ask Paul or them. That's Sapphire Lemur. I'm actually getting pictures of sapphire lemurs. Okay. Oh, Gary Lockwood. I'm looking up sapphire lemur, damn it. Freehand profit. Interesting. So he sculpts the original on ZBrush and then... Oh, I see. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, there's, I don't know if you've seen the guy who's doing, like the Star Wars masks out of the Louis Vuitton bags. Yeah. Nice. Fascinating. He was at the show? I totally missed it. That's crazy. Normally I'm usually on top of that. Cool. Nice work. Fun stuff. QQ. That is cool. I'd love to see what people are doing with this butter. It's awesome. It is cool. Uh-oh. That's crazy. My friend's texting me. I don't know if... Do any of you know what Citizen Brick is? Citizen Brick is awesome. They're a company out of Chicago. And they do custom print Legos. So they sort of strip the paint off of Legos and then they do their own printing. But they use high quality pad printing and they're exceptional Legos. But they're hysterical. I mean, like they did The Exorcist and I mean, just all kinds of crazy crap. But every year they have Citizen Brick Day. And, well, actually they have it twice a year. Yeah, it's super funny. It's like, here, I'll show you. They're great. Gotta advertise Citizen Brick, man. Jesus, I can't type. See, so they had Citizen Brick Day, so they sold all these weird one-of-a-kinds, and these damn things are selling for like 250, 300 bucks. It's craziness. But here, hold on, where are the minifigs? So like they have all these weird sets and just weird collections of little guys, and they're just absolutely cool. I mean, I love this. Look at this guy. It's the Exorcist. The little floating scary head. Look at that face. Come on, that's priceless. Blark. You can't beat that. Yeah, so there you go. Citizen Brick, man. They're awesome. What was it? Breaking Bad. Look, they have little bags of ice. Come on, that is actually priceless. Yeah, so. But it's a Citizen Brick on eBay. Some of those one-of-a-kinds are selling for like $300-400 bucks. It's absolute madness. Did that thing just make weird noises? It's being clunky down there. Shouldn't be making that much noise. Oh well. Oh well. Come on, you. It's not supposed to be making clunky noises. Why is it clunking? Or is that someone in the alley? Who knows? I do not know. What the hell? 1 second, I'll be right back. Well, I don't know what to say about that one. It's being weird. Okay, I think that I'm going to have to, well, let's see if it starts again. Weird. Weird, I say. So give me one more second. Let me just make sure. Hey, Oil. My printer just got weird. I'll be right back. Oh wait, nope. I can't screw it up for tips. Follow me downstairs and watch me struggle with my printer. I don't know. It was like hitting. I'm not exactly sure. It's like out of a line. I don't. All right. So let us see what this is doing. Okay. Now we're gonna watch it. For some reason it was like not raising. I don't know. But we're gonna, what's that say? Okay. Let us see if we can identify what the hell's going on with that sucker. We will watch it. E.T.'s bad. So we're getting our swipe. It's getting the temperature up, but really bizarre. It's just making a weird noise, and that's rare. I don't have any problems with this printer. And of course, when we're live, that'll teach Formlabs. You know, I could turn the lights on downstairs, and that will give us a little bit more light on that. Alright, sorry, I'll be right back. Oh look, I lost all my viewership. Come join me downstairs. the controls on these cameras are not the best. Come on, you. Well, I guess that's what we need to see anyway, but. Shh, don't tell anyone my smoke detector's out. Oh, wait, oh, wait. Oh. I know, it's very exciting, isn't it? I'm bleeding viewers. Okay. That is probably perfect. Okay. So that'll tell us what is going on with that. All right. All right. Well, there we go. Once it starts, we'll see what's going on. Oh, I knew someone was gonna see that. No, I yanked the batteries out of that damn thing. I cannot tell you because it's a loft. There's like a thing behind the desk over here that it is the most nerve damaging. It's so frigging intensely loud. I almost had a nervous breakdown. It was incredible. So no, I don't want to fix that actually. It better work. Well, I'm gonna be upset. I'm just waiting for this thing to start slamming into this thing again. It's gonna piss me off. I'm just waiting for this to snag out and start freaking out again. Alright. It's burning. It's doing its little laser thing that it's supposed to be doing. He wants sort of this traditional rose carving. So I'm just trying to figure out the layout I want, and then I'll come back in and do the actual carving. He really likes the shield. I don't know if you can see that. But he likes that. So how to take that feeling of that traditional repoussé, chasing and repoussé floor. See, look, it's not raising. Interesting. It's stuck to the plate. Not good. Well, ain't that a joy? All right, well, I don't think you all need to sit here and watch me struggle with this for a few minutes. So, this is becoming a pain in my dick hole. All right, I'm going to end the stream and go down there and kick Formlabs in the dick, and then I'm going to eat, and then I might be back on later. Sorry, guys. Fuck. It's never ending. Have a good one, guys. It's just fucking shit, man. It's been working all night. All right. Just incredible. Okay. Ciao.